Welcome, my friend. My name is Jana Brown, and I'm excited to share with you my top 5 mistakes for digital marketers. When you're starting digital marketing, I get it. You're excited and you've been seeing everybody talk about how much money they're making, and you're like, yes, I'm going to crush this. And you have, big dreams and big expectations. Well, I want to save you a lot of headache. I made these mistakes in my journey and it really delayed my success. If you don't know me, I spent 13 years in affiliate and network marketing. I still very much love that space. And what attracted me to digital marketing was that I saw that I could help more people. And I really wanted to learn automations because I found that I was constantly on my phone. I was always on my computer, and I really was lacking in the time freedom that I wanted. I was really, really getting burnt out with the back and forth and the messaging and answering a million questions. And so I was excited to learn about automations. And then I discovered, wow, so many people can benefit from digital marketing. If you don't want to be involved in an MLM, if you don't want to build a team, if you are truly looking to learn a new skill and you're wanting to create passive income and make 100% profit, then digital marketing is for you. But these are some mistakes that are super costly. Okay, so I want to help you avoid these mistakes so that you can have success quickly in your digital marketing business. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Make sure you take a screenshot in case you need to come back to this or save this video, because I do want you to get your hands on the free blueprint. I also have the link in the description, and you'll be able to follow this step by step and truly learn the ins and outs of digital marketing. Okay, so number one, costly mistake number one is selling the plane, not the destination. Selling the plane, not the destination. So I made this mistake. I was so excited about what I had my hands on. And I loved the program so much that that's all I talked about. That's all I talked about was the airplane. I talked about the 2-hour workday. I talked about the automations. I talked about the done for you sales process. I talked about the copy and paste free ads. Like I spent so much time talking about the perks of the blueprint that I did not truly take time to identify with my audience and what their pain points were. You see, you've got to get really good at talking about the destination, really sharing, oh my gosh, imagine what it would be like if you didn't have to wake up to an alarm clock anymore. How would it feel to, instead of working 40 and 50 hours a week, what if you only had to work 14 and make an unlimited amount of income? How would it feel to be able to pick up your grandkids from school every day? How would it feel to take a vacation and pay cash and not have to worry about checking your bank account every time you went to the grocery store? See, like, you want to really talk about where you're going and the problems that your digital marketing opportunity can solve. Even if you haven't made any money yet, you can still talk about those things because your belief in what you have your hands on, you know it's going to get you there. So for example, instead of saying something like, you can follow a 2-hour workday and create passive income. Instead of saying that, what if you said something like, are you working 40 to 50 hours a week with little to nothing to show for it? Me too. And that's why I got really, really excited about the blueprint, because I learned that I could work smarter, not harder. I could work only 2 hours a day. And following this blueprint, I can create a way that's going to help me leave my 9 to 5. See, totally different. Totally different, right? So that is mistake number one, selling the plane and not the destination. And you're going to learn how to get better at this. You will learn how to get better at this when you spend time in the classroom. Okay, so let's go ahead and do mistake number two, which is not going live. Okay, so you want to make sure that you go live. Why? Well, because this is going to help build that like and no trust factor. I didn't go live at first. I honestly was just kind of nervous and scared. And I wasn't really sure exactly what to do and what to say. And then I learned inside of our classroom that we have a training on how to go live, how to conduct your lives. And that actually leads me into mistake number three. But let me pause here really quick about going live, because I know this is so intimidating for people. So I want to encourage you to watch the training that's inside of the community in the classroom under social media training. Make sure you watch that, but then also watch other people. Okay. See what they're doing and take notes. You've got to be a really, really good student. And that again leads me into number three, which is not learning. Okay. Avoid that. You want to make sure that you're always being a student, that you're always, avoid it, that you want to make sure that you're always being a student. So avoid just creating content and not truly being a student. Because inside the classroom, that is where you're going to learn how to create quality content. So you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to put in the time to really learn the skills. Digital marketing isn't just about, selling digital products that you didn't have to create. Okay. Digital marketing is so much about learning how to market. That's why they call it marketing. You have to learn how to market. So take the time to learn how to create quality content. My content was awful in the beginning. Again, because I was just trying to focus on selling the plane. And that's all I talked about was the plane. That's all I talked about was the blueprint and, all the things. So inside of the classroom, that's where you're going to learn. That's where you're going to really, really learn how to create that quality marketing content. And then this is number 4. I want you to avoid having high expectations. Okay. Avoid having high expectations, because here's the thing. Just like I said a second ago, you're going to have to learn. Okay. So you're not going to be a pro at this at first. You're not going to be a pro at first. So don't go into this thinking it's a get rich quick, because it's not. It doesn't matter what business you're in. You're going to have to be patient. But here's what you can't expect. You can't expect growth. Instead of expecting, I'm going to make, 10 grand in my first week, or I'm going to make all my money back in one day, right? I want you to expect growth. Literally, just expect to grow. Just expect to grow. And you can also expect, if I'm going to follow the proven system, I can expect success. I don't know how long that's going to take. Can't promise you anything here. But I've had digital marketing customers literally message me after a week frustrated. And I'm like, friend, come on now. Seriously, you got to have a CEO mindset. If you went to college, it took you 4 years to get your degree. So how can you expect to master this thing in 4 days, right? It takes time. Okay. And then lastly, mistake number 5, avoid copying other people. You want to be authentic. You want to be yourself. It's hard at first to find your flow. It truly is. It even took me a minute, and I came to the table, with all this network marketing experience, but network marketing and digital marketing are not the same. You may be really great at marketing, like I could be really great at marketing this cup, but marketing this tripod is a whole different thing. You see what I mean? So you've got to learn your flow because you have your own unique story. And so trying to copy someone else, number one, it's not going to feel good. And number two, people are going to be able to see right through it. Okay, so let's review. You want to get really, really good at selling the destination, not the plane. You want to bite the bullet and go live. If you avoid going live, you're missing a huge chunk of what can make you successful, because going live is what's going to help you build that like, know, trust factor and really connect with your audience. And then not learning. If all you're doing is following the 2-hour workday and you're not you're not taking time to really get great at learning the skills to perfect the 2-hour workday, then you're going to get really frustrated. You want to continue to learn. Don't avoid learning. You want to continue to learn and be a student. You want to have realistic expectations, expect to grow, and you want to be authentic. You want to avoid copying others. So, if you got value from this, drop value in the comments along with any questions that you may have, and make sure you visit here, click the link in the description, make sure you get your hands on the blueprint. And if you're ready to get started, check your emails for that link and check your spam if you don't hear from me right away. Have a great day.